is Trapper Morrison here, and today I'm going to be doing something pretty scary. I'm going to do a reaction video to someone called Mr. Nightmare made a video called The Truth Behind Chuck E. Cheese Creepypasta. No. 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 No! Okay, let's get to it. Okay, guys, let's do this. Let's see how this goes.
Chuck E. Cheese's, known as a place where a kid can.
I've never been there because my mom tells me it smells like pits.
It out to be. Sure, it seems like just another arcade place for kids with a creepy robotic mascot band on the stage. But unfortunately, I got to experience it. I got to experience the truth.
What?
The horrible truth behind Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh no!
During the
I'm
summer
so
of
scared.
2006,
oh yeah.
I was about to be a senior in high school and I needed some extra cash to buy a car. So I decided to look for a job. I searched the newspapers daily for any job openings anywhere, but I found more news stories about missing teenagers than I did job listings.
Really?
It was a strange time. My parents didn't want me going out anywhere, and most parents kept their children indoors at all times. I was the sixth missing teenager that month. It was in the paper, on the news, it was everywhere. They all seemed to be either 16 or 17 years old. I came from a small town in Pennsylvania, but these disappearances brought a lot of attention to our town. However, these reports didn't stop me from going out to look for a job. I lived about 10 minutes away walking distance from a big strip mall that had a Chuck E. Cheese in it, and when I was applying to some stores in that strip mall, I noticed that the Chuck E. Cheese had a help wanted sign on the door.
Dude, don't take it.
So I went in to apply.
No, don't take it.
I asked the employee standing by the entrance for a job application, and without responding, he called for a manager.
Really?
A man, probably in his late 40s, walked to me and greeted me, immediately asking when I could start. He didn't even interview or talk with me, he just basically offered me the job right away.
That's strange.
This shocked me because I had never heard of a job that didn't require some kind of interview. I told him I could start work immediately. The man told me to come back the next day to be trained and to receive the employee uniform. I left the place so excited I didn't even think about how weird it was. I had just gotten a job. Now I could save up for a car before school starts. It wasn't until I got back home that I started to realize how strange it was that I was spontaneously offered a job with no interviewing. They basically just hired a complete stranger. How did they know if I was qualified or able to do the job? I imagined that they were just really short-staffed and decided to just be happy I got the job. That night, I did some research on what I would most likely be doing as my job. I found out that most new employees would either be cleaning up or dressing as the Chuck E. Cheese mascot. Oh, great, I thought. I really didn't want to have to walk around in that thing.
Yeah.
I went back
Sweaty
the next day
and
around
smelly.
4 o'clock. The manager greeted me and gave me a red shirt with the Chuck E. Cheese logo. He then proceeded
I'll tell
to
you
show
what
me
job,
what it was I would be doing.
what else other
which
job
was
doesn't
cleaning
require an
tables,
application?
sweeping
It's your
floors,
mama! Oh! Good one. That never gets
that
old.
he didn't mention dressing in the Chucky costume, but I didn't understand what he meant by
'Cause
maintaining
it's
robotic
evil.
mascots. I asked him what he meant by that, and he explained that sometimes the animatronics get quirky, particularly Chucky.
Oh
He
my
explained
gosh.
that sometimes, even in their idle states, the animatronics get overheated and need to be cooled down, or they might break or glitch. So my job was to prevent that by spraying the fur of the robots with a bottle containing some kind of liquid, probably water. Somehow that would cool down the animatronics or something. I didn't see how that made sense, but I didn't question it. It seemed easy enough. After showing me all of this, the manager asked me if I was ready to start working today. I was shocked, but I was anxious to make money, so I told him yes. It was only then that he finally
I'm getting
introduced himself as
goosebumps.
John and asked me for my name. After I introduced myself, he seemed in a hurry to leave. Before I stopped him and asked him if he needed my personal information and worker's card since I was only 17. He chuckled and responded, "Don't worry about that, bud. This job is off the books."
Oh jeez.
I asked him what I should start doing and when
Well,
I
that's
should get.
confirmed. I'm gonna work at a Home
He
Depot
told me
now.
to clean tables for now, and to leave when instructed. After this, he stormed out of the building without even saying goodbye or good luck. I stood there, feeling awkward and extremely confused. What kind of job was this? Leave when instructed? How long were they going to keep me in here? And they didn't need any of my information? I got started cleaning tables and continued to do so for a while. It wasn't so bad so far. About an hour into my shift, an employee told me to go backstage and clean up the robots before their show. John, the manager, had showed me the stage earlier, and cleaning these furry robots seemed easy. I filled a bucket with soapy water and brought some paper towels over to the robots. They all seemed perfectly clean, just like I expected. Why would they get dirty in the first place? But I figured I should just do it anyway. I started with the character all the way on the right, the human one dressed like a chef. I rubbed a damp paper towel around its face. Not that it changed much. It looked just as clean afterwards. I repeated this process until I reached the Chucky robot, which was all the way on the left side. This one definitely seemed the most realistic, even to the point where it was really creepy. How could little kids find this shit entertaining?
I know!
I couldn't understand it.
I'm glad I
Apart
don't
from
go
all
there.
the other robots, the Chucky one actually seems pretty dirty,
How?
particularly around the mouth.
Oh no,
So I
please
scrubbed
don't
around
tell
the
me you
robot's
got
mouth
blood
with
all
a
over
damp
him after
paper
eating
towel.
someone.
It was weird though, this robot was softer than the others.
Really?
Just as I finished, the robot turned its head to me and opened its mouth.
Okay.
I jumped back and almost screamed out loud.
I can see why it's called
I walked
Mr.
around to
Nightmare.
the
This
other
could
side
be
of the
Nightmare
robot
going,
to see
oh
if its head
god!
would follow me. It didn't. It seemed obvious to me right away that the Chucky robot was left on for some reason. I didn't really think much of it after that. After another hour of sitting in that room, I had to resume cleaning up tables and floors while the robots did their show. Besides that, it was a pretty easy and boring night. Eventually, an employee came and told me to go home. I think it was almost 9 o'clock when I left. On my way home, I felt kind of happy. I had found such an easy job so quickly. I didn't mind it at all. Most of the shift I spent in that room, watching those idle robots. At the end of the night, I fell asleep pretty quickly. But around 3 in the morning, I woke up to the sound of something coming from outside.
What?
It was incomprehensible at first, but pretty soon I could make it out to be a very high-pitched, creepy laughter.
Oh no! 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 Stop it, please! Oh no! 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 No!
We lived on a really quiet road, and hardly ever was there somebody walking past our house. I felt a bit unnerved, but I got up to look out my window. I lifted the blinds up and peeked out the window. The streetlight outside provided enough light to see the side of my property, along with the street and the woods across the street. I scanned the street looking to find anybody out there, but nobody. Just as I was about to get back in my bed, I noticed something across the street, by the edge of the woods. It was the silhouette of what seemed to be a big man. From where he was standing, the light didn't reveal any of his features. All I could see was the black figure facing my window. I pulled down the blind and jumped back into my bed. I almost wanted to tell my dad about it, but I didn't want to seem like a baby. What kind of fucking creep was standing out there like that?
I don't know.
Whatever.
Probably Eyeless Jack, which is another creepypasta, but real.
I tried to fall asleep, but for a whole hour, all I could think about was the figure I saw outside, and wondering if it was still out there. I finally got the courage to lift up my blinds and check again. He was gone. Oh, what a relief. I pulled the blinds back down, and after that, I fell asleep relatively quickly. The next day, I went back to work at around 4. It was weird. That day, when I got there, I noticed that a lot of the other employees were giving me odd stares, like I didn't belong or something.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna cut the video now. Well, guys, did you like that hang on. Okay, guys. Sorry about this. Ah, there we go. Anyway, that was going to be part 1 out of 3. Yes, there are going to be 3 parts now. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click that like button down below for some support. And while you're at it, why not subscribe for even more support? And guys, that'll be it. Goodbye. Hang on. There's still like 5 more minutes left of this video, that's just it. So guys, tell me in the comments below, what is your favorite creepypasta of them all? Even fictional creepypastas count as just as long as they are considered creepypastas. Okay guys, I'm sorry for this kind of short video, but yeah, part 2 will come out soon. And then soon after that, there will be a part 3. Anyway, guys, that is it, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Wait a sec. Oh God. Oh God. Oh.